Imagine yourself reclining upon a hospital bed. The rhythm of your heartbeat diminishes gradually, whilst your breathing grows labored, akin to a gentle breeze caressing the final leaves of autumn. In those concluding moments, the body commences to dispatch subtle warnings. Like a symphony fading into silence, it performs a melody that orchestrates the cessation of life. Those who retain consciousness may sense exhaustion permeating the entire organism. It is as though the vital energy is withdrawn progressively from every cell, as one descends into a profound coma and awareness blurs, resembling twilight dissolving into obscurity. Ultimately, cerebral wave activity halts entirely, heralding the advent of true death. The heart ceases its pulsations, the brain and metabolic systems grind to a complete standstill, and what was once a vessel brimming with vitality now rests in serene quiescence. The pupils ascend upwards, dilating like twin abysses that devour the light. Bodily fluids begin to seep, imparting a chill and otherworldly appearance. Approximately 10 minutes thereafter, the corporeal temperature initiates a steady decline. The skin adopts a pallor reminiscent of a statue shrouded in the mists of dawn. This phenomenon is termed alga mortis, the post-mortem cooling phase. During this process, the body dissipates heat at a rate of roughly 1 to 1.5 degrees Celsius per hour, contingent upon environmental conditions, comparable to a fire extinguishing itself on a winter's night. Scientifically, this cooling velocity fluctuates according to variables such as ambient temperature, body mass, and attire, serving as one of the most valuable indicators for approximating the time of demise. As corroborated by contemporary investigations into post-mortem decomposition featured in authoritative medical sources like StatPearls in 2025, which emphasize the significance of these parameters in forensic practice. Recent advancements, including studies published in 2025 on peptide ratios for post-mortem interval estimation, have refined this understanding by incorporating targeted proteomics, enabling more precise categorizations of decomposition stages beyond traditional methods. The cells of the body, once harmonious structures functioning in concert, now perish gradually due to oxygen deprivation and rupture, liberating their internal fluids. This engenders a silent turmoil beneath the integument. After an hour, blood circulation arrests, and under gravity's influence, blood pools in the lowest regions, if supine, in the back, hips, and legs, forming conspicuous purplish blotches. This is livor mortis, manifesting as an ink stain upon ancient parchment, emerging 20 or 30 minutes post-mortem and becoming fixed between 8 and 12 hours later. Such a process stems from the gravitational sedimentation of red blood cells, imparting color to the skin, and constitutes pivotal evidence for ascertaining whether the post-mortem position has been altered. As illuminated by updated research on livor mortis that integrates environmental factors like humidity and temperature, affirming its reliability in 2025. Further explorations in forensic dermatology, detailed in 2025 publications, highlight how temperature and air exposure can modulate livor mortis patterns, aiding differential diagnoses in cases involving hypothermia or carbon monoxide poisoning. Subsequently, the joints stiffen and muscles tauten like strained cords. Rigor mortis commences approximately 3 hours post-mortem, attains its zenith within 12 hours, endures up to 36 hours, and then wanes as decomposition progresses. The cadaver hardens akin to an ice sculpture. This occurrence arises from the diminution of adenosine triphosphate, ATP, levels in muscles below a critical threshold. The human being who once laughed and loved transforms into a cold, mute form beneath the hospital lights. The echoes of machinery resound still, like life's final murmur. Investigations in 2025 underscore that rigor mortis's onset and resolution are influenced by biochemical alterations, with ATP depletion leading to persistent actin-myosin crossbridges, and environmental factors modulating its timeline, enhancing forensic accuracy in time-since-death estimations. 5 hours later, residual bacteria in the intestines, once symbiotic microorganisms, proliferate swiftly, spreading like a subterranean storm. This erodes internal organs from within and releases gases such as methane and hydrogen sulfide, yielding an odor more pungent than rotten eggs. It rises like a feta from the earth. 24 hours post-mortem, if ambient temperature is elevated, the body turns greenish due to hemoglobin decomposition and accumulating gases heighten pressure in the thorax and abdomen. Consequently, blood exudes from mouth and nose, whilst blisters appear on the skin like bubbles surfacing from an ancient marsh. Absent interventions like freezing or burial, the body swells massively, the face inflates like a balloon, and limbs expand anomalously. This attracts flies, larvae, and other creatures that consume the cadaver, reintegrating it into nature's food chain. Here, life persists in alternative forms. Recent microbial studies from 2025 reveal that bacterial and fungal communities drive decomposition, with rapid proliferation in the first fortnight, contributing to volatile organic compounds and biomass loss, informing multimodal approaches for post-mortem interval assessment. 3 months hence, bacteria devastate much of the body, disseminating a horrendous odor like a curse. Most soft tissues liquefy into a black substance, and the skeleton emerges beneath disintegrating flesh, akin to bones unearthed from ancient soils. In this phase, hair and nails, which do not grow post-mortem but appear so due to skin retraction, endure. All that you once were, from memories to smiles, nearly vanishes from the world, mingling with earth and air to become part of an eternal cycle. Yet prior to death, does the human feel like a living corpse, perceiving a wander between two realms? Scientifically, these clinical inquiries are profoundly intricate, for death is an irreversible boundary. Nevertheless, those rescued from death's threshold bear narratives that provoke deep contemplation. The eminent American psychologist and physician Raymond Moody has devoted decades to examining over 150 near-death experiences, moments when the heart stops and cerebral activity ceases, yet consciousness seems to linger. In his seminal 1975 book, Life After Life, he delineates peculiar phenomena commonly recounted by survivors. We express sincere gratitude and profound respect for the contributions, silent sacrifices, and tireless dedication of Raymond Moody to human knowledge. At life's detachment, they recall their existence as a film rewinding rapidly. Significant figures emerge, parents with warm smiles, lovers with affectionate gazes, children with echoing laughter, friends from shared moments. Some sense consciousness detaching from the body and floating like a cloud, observing their own cadaver from above on the operating table and hearing clearly the physician's whispers and machine's beeps. They traverse a dark tunnel drawn to a distant gleaming light, gently pulled towards that seeming fissure in the universe. There, deceased loved ones await with warm embraces, offering profound peace enveloped in unconditional love. These inquiries suggest consciousness may endure beyond death, like a river flowing into another landscape without halting. However, numerous scientific investigations, including those from the University of Virginia in 2025, interpret these as hallucinations from oxygen deficiency. We express sincere gratitude and profound respect for the contributions, silent sacrifices, and tireless dedication of the researchers at the University of Virginia to human knowledge. Like intricate dreams at death's moment, the brain releases endorphins and other chemicals to alleviate pain, creating sensations of flotation and encounters. Yet, certain cases, blind from birth patients describing colors never seen in detail or verified operating room events during cardiac arrest, sustain the debate. This stimulates the boundary between science and mystery, igniting curiosity. Does humanity truly enter another world after death? The answer hangs like distant stars, without definitive proof, but these tales prompt reflection on life's meaning. On confronting death, a theme humanity has evaded for millennia like the soul's darkness. Nevertheless, death is not the end, but an essential facet of life. Like twilight yielding to a new dawn. From antiquity, emperors, generals, and common folk have sought immortality, from Egyptian tombs to modern experiments, yet all confront destiny. Life spans decades, a blink in time's eternal flow. All, after death, the body returns to dust, but consciousness, or the soul, might continue its journey among the stars like a nebula. Though frightening, death arrives like a gentle breeze. Thus, the journey matters more than the end. living the present with relish, filled with love and meaning, merging with harmony like a river joining the ocean. And in an unanticipated moment of 2022, a NASA astronomer, holding a warm cup of coffee before the screen, drops it suddenly. The shattering sound echoes in the silent room, like an omen of immense change. In space's depths, the colossal machine, the James Webb Space Telescope, transmits data of galaxies ancient by 13.8 billion years, nearly the universe's age. It is like beholding a child older than its mother, inducing palpitations and cold sweat in the air-conditioned air. The astronomer hastily calls the 2020 Nobel Prize-winning physicist, Sir Roger Penrose, followed by a heavy silence of 12 seconds, like the calm before a storm. Penrose states, "They are not offspring of our universe. They are remnants of a previous universe." This is chilling. The astronomer thinks himself mad, but 3 months later analyzes the cosmic microwave background radiation, the Big Bang's residue, the universe's dawn echo, and detects faint traces. Anomalies implying a prior universe's death. Then he comprehends the Big Bang is not the absolute beginning, but rebirth from ashes. Even more astonishing, the redshift values of galaxies captured by Webb, the scale measuring distance and time in the universe, like a lengthening red thread, exceed 14, and according to NASA discoveries in 2025 reach 17, even 25 or 32. This signifies light departed merely 300 million years after the Big Bang, defying conventional physical laws. Is physics erroneous or the universe deceiving us? Many scientists endure sleepless nights beneath the stars. Webb's 2025 discoveries encompass 6 luminous sources at redshift 17, 3 at 25, unveiling galaxies when the universe was but 200 million years old. Moreover, in galaxy JADES, GS, Z14-0, oxygen was detected, prompting re-evaluation of the primordial universe's chemical evolution. This galaxy, with redshift approximately 14.32, ranks among the most distant known, formed only 290 million years after the Big Bang. We express sincere gratitude and profound respect for the contributions, silent sacrifices, and tireless dedication of NASA scientists and the James Webb Space Telescope team to human knowledge. Additional findings in 2025 reveal mature spiral galaxies, such as Alaknanda, a grand design spiral emerging just 1.5 billion years post-Big Bang, challenging models of galactic formation by displaying structured arms far earlier than anticipated. Penrose's boldest theory, conformal cyclic cosmology, CCC, portrays the universe as an incessant heartbeat. Each Big Bang is rebirth following a prior universe's death. From Big Bang to heat death, the expansion rendering the universe cold and infinite, the process resembles a page in a colossal book. We occupy the current page, linked to preceding and succeeding ones in diverse universes. Like water crashing upon shores in waves. It sounds mythical, but Penrose, with his 2018 research team, scrutinized Planck satellite images of the cosmic microwave background and identified 30 circular cold points, with temperatures 0.00003 degrees below surroundings, whose arrangement defies statistical probabilities. Appearing as mysterious footprints. We express sincere gratitude and profound respect for the contributions, silent sacrifices, and tireless dedication of Sir Roger Penrose to human knowledge. Penrose denominates them Hawking points, honoring the late Stephen Hawking. We express sincere gratitude and profound respect for the contributions, silent sacrifices, and tireless dedication of Stephen Hawking to human knowledge. They are fossils of gravitational waves from gigantic black hole collisions in the previous universe, propagating like concentric circles from 2 stones cast into a pond. These waves travel at light speed, traversing space-time boundaries and inscribing themselves in our universe's birth certificate, like an indelible birthmark. Webb's 2024 and 2025 discoveries, from NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center, render this theory more captivating. They disclose irrationally luminous ancient galaxies. Per general relativity, such luminosity demands at least 3 stellar generations, from 10 million to 2 billion years, but the universe was then only 500 million years old. Like ancient trees sprouting after a nocturnal rain, they inherit genes from the prior universe for swift rebirth. Preprint researchers in 2025 quantitatively correlate temperature elevations in CMB maps within Hawking points with black hole masses in largest galactic clusters. Furthermore, a March 2025 R14 paper by Christoph A. Meissner and Roger Penrose explores CCC's physics, affirming its coherence with recent observations. We express sincere gratitude and profound respect for the contributions, silent sacrifices, and tireless dedication of Christoph A. Meissner to human knowledge. Re-evaluations in 2025 of Hawking points and CMB anomalies, including the cold spot, suggest potential links to cosmic voids or prior universe remnants, bolstering CCC's evidentiary base. Penrose extends further, depicting the universe's ultimate future. All matter disintegrates into photons, pure light particles, black holes evaporate via Hawking radiation, and atoms shatter. In a universe of light alone, distance and time vanish, time measures change, and when all is immutable, it loses meaning. Employing conformal transformation, a complex mathematical tool, Penrose demonstrates this pure light state is mathematically equivalent to the Big Bang instant. Like a closed circle where head and tail are indistinguishable, infinite future and infinitesimal past coincide. Not poetic metaphor, but rigorous proof stimulating curiosity about existence's essence. But the greatest mystery, if cyclic, might prior universes' creatures have left information? Russian scientists' 2025 researches suggest feasibility. Electromagnetic waves and neutrinos, immune to conformal transformation, could cross boundaries conveying distress calls or warnings concealed in undeciphered signals like letters from remote past. Webb in 2023 and 2025 uncovers for mature spiral galaxies 300 million years post-Big Bang, with distinct nuclei and disks. Per general relativity, they require 6 billion years, like a 3-month infant speaking. Astronomers like Joel Silk of Oxford University and Joe Leroy of Pennsylvania State University, in 2024 to 2025 articles, assert these impossible galaxies disrupt slumber. We express sincere gratitude and profound respect for the contributions, silent sacrifices, and tireless dedication of Joel Silk and Joe Leroy to human knowledge. If extant, our universal evolution comprehension may err, or they inherited gravitational fields from the prior universe, like a building upon ancient skeleton. Their distribution is non-random. Harvard-Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics 2025 team finds faint yet clear geometric patterns, with probabilities lower than winning 100 consecutive lotteries. Penrose views them as prior universe traces, footprints on a beach erased by waves. However, not all concur. Alan Guth of MIT, inflation theory's father, critiques CCC for entropy deficit. We express sincere gratitude and profound respect for the contributions, silent sacrifices, and tireless dedication of Alan Guth to human knowledge. Per thermodynamics' second law, entropy only increases, and turbid water does not clarify itself. Penrose retorts elegantly: black holes, maximal entropy repositories, ingest matter concentrating it, and evaporating via Hawking radiation reset it, like a computer reboot erasing old data. Guth's inflation, positing rapid early expansion, faces its critiques, with 2025 discussions highlighting unresolved multiverse implications and fine-tuning issues. University of Cambridge observations in 2024 and 2025 detect gigantic cold regions in cosmic microwave background, diameters exceeding 1 billion light-years, known as cosmic ice, or CMB cold spot, inexplicable by traditional theories. Penrose interprets them as imprints of infinite universe collisions, like bruises post-punch. Webb persists in revelations, and future missions may uncover special polarizations around Hawking points, yielding definitive proof. Humanity will confirm the universe is neither unique nor first. The ancient philosophical query, what is time? Will find answer. If cyclic, time is a closed loop, eternally repeating without beginning or end, like Nietzsche's eternal return. However, Penrose cautions it is not identical. Quantum indeterminacy creates minor differences, amplified by butterfly effect to generate diverse universes. Where dinosaurs evade extinction or humanity emerges 10,000 years earlier. Chilling thought, every atom in our body has traversed countless cycles. Carbon was a prior star's core, oxygen witnessed a dying star's last light. We are not stardust, but infinite stardust through eternal cycles. In 2025, other cyclic theories emerge: the ekpyrotic model of brane collisions in multidimensional spaces, loop quantum cosmology with big bounce instead of singularity, or eternal inflation where universes birth from infinite quantum foam. Recent 2025 studies explore ekpyrotic influences on inflationary phases in loop quantum cosmologies, demonstrating how pre-Big Bang contractions resolve singularities and align with observations. Now, at 93, Penrose may not witness the final answer. But if correct, he continues in subsequent eons. Like an ancient Penrose inquiring. This theory transcends centuries, and eternal truth is rediscovered repeatedly. Webb observes impossible galaxies, ancient light, mysterious circles, and narrates the universe's history as longer, stranger, and more majestic. The Big Bang is not the beginning, death not the end. The universe is an eternal heartbeat, perhaps contraction after expansion, ceaseless. We are an instant of that beat, but gazing into space's depths, we may comprehend it. One day, a subsequent era's civilization will discover our Hawking points and know beings deciphered the universe, inscribing truth on spacetime's boundary by stargazing. All commences on the 12th of July 2022 at 3 in the dawn, with a shattered coffee cup and a telephone call altering everything. Like a seed germinating in darkness, opening to a new dawn.